We are back. We are 100% back, baby. So this is part 2. Let me let you see my ugly mug here. So this is part 2 of 50 real estate exam questions that we have collected from students that they said were on the real estate exam. So we're taking this information and giving it to you because I love you and I want you to pass. That's it. I own realestateexamninja.com. We've got a bunch of free material on there that you guys should check out. You can buy the program if you want, but I really don't think it's necessary. You know, enough people buy it to kind of pay the guy that works. He puts together the presentations, PowerPoint stuff, and the website, and the hosting, and so we appreciate it. But our main goal is to help you and not have to charge any money. Man, guys, I'm sorry, I suck at tech. All right, let's jump back into it. If you came from the first video, I really want to know. So can you comment really quick below and just say that you saw the first one too? Boom, here we go. Man, I'm so excited about this. I love doing this for you guys. I don't really have a lot of time to do a lot of these, but when I do, I freaking love it. What information would be unethical for a listing agent to share with a potential buyer? The community, oh my gosh, there's nowhere to hide my ugly mug. The community associate fees are $800. Seller is eager for an offer because they found a new job. The neighbors next door are really great and have children around your age. The roof might need to be replaced. This is I would say this is moderately difficult. So the answer, I'm trying to make myself smaller. So the answer is going to be B. The answer is going to be B. It is inappropriate for a listing agent to tell a prospective buyer personal information about a seller. And I mean, that should be common sense. Like, even if you're just thinking about yourself, you should want to get the highest price so you make more money. Not good to share negative information like that. But I digress. Next. So Mike is hired Peterson's Realty to find apartment buildings for him to buy, provide information about the properties to him, and negotiate on his behalf. Peterson's Realty is acting as a... Which one of these? And by the way, on the exam, you have to know every single one. So you need to know all 4 of these. 4. Where's the camera? 4. All right? What do you think? C. If you said C, you win. Congratulations. I'm going to let you guys pause this and read it. I got to save my voice. Whenever I do these videos, my voice is gone for the rest of the day. But you can read that. Oh no, what did I do? Oh no, I really stink at PowerPoint, guys. So you can pause this, read it. What am I doing? Man, guys, all right, calm. Please be calm, PowerPoint. Which of the following is not among the governmental factors that influence housing values? Taxes, zoning, interest rates, building codes. This should be... I don't know. The governmental factors. So property taxes is a governmental factor. Zoning is a governmental factor. Are building codes governmental factors? I would say yes. Interest rates? Interest rates more of like the Federal Reserve, which is independent from the government. So they say. So it's C. If you got that, congratulations. You're still probably going to fail the exam, because that's a very easy question. I'm just kidding, guys. All right, what do we got next? So interest rates are an economic factor, not government. All right, so we have another math question here. And if you guys remember from the last video, you need to pause it, read this, and do it. I will say, these are hard. Like millage rate is difficult to wrap your mind around, and if you work in a lot of different counties and states, they're all different. So But, you know, I'll be honest, I don't know why you need to learn this because it's on the tax assessor's website. So, whatever. It's on the exam, so you got to know it. But pause it, think about this, and we'll go to the answer. I should get some, what was that TV show, Millionaire, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and play that music when we're doing this. I think I'm going to do that on the next video. If you guys would like that, comment below. I think that would be really, really funny to do those. 782, here's the math. Pause and check. I'm on a live video here, so I cannot check my math again. Okay, the state government needs to expand its offices, so it moves to take over property by right of eminent domain. You know, I'm trying not to go all libertarian here because you guys don't care about my political stances. But why can the government take property? It doesn't seem right. Anyway, the government can and does take property. So what does the state go to the court and ask for? They ask to condemn the property. You guys have heard this before. Property's been condemned. You know what? I'm going to be really embarrassed if that's not the correct answer now. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. Okay, there it is. I get stuff wrong, guys. People think I can do 1,000 questions and get everyone right, and that's not reality. An actual eviction is such of a tenant for cause as non-payment of rent. A retaliatory eviction is done as revenge for some action of the tenant, such as complaining to the health board because of poor building maintenance. I actually got sued for this one time. It's a story for another day, but I've got a lot of rental properties, and you guys wouldn't believe how many times I've been sued. It's amazing I have any money, to be honest. Okay, next. Mr. Mike has died. Terrible. By what rights does his wife lay claim to his property? So I'm gonna. All right. So the answer is B, but you guys really need to know about C and D for the exam. It's gonna be on there. Oh, and if you would, can you guys shout out to Jose? So Jose works for me, and he builds these PowerPoints because I really suck at it. He even had to show me how to use PowerPoint and do a video, but he's a rock star, and I could not do anything without help. All right, moving on. In terms of anti-discrimination practices, a broker must do all the following except display the fair housing poster. Man, I'm just going to let you guys read this. This is a lot of word salad. I think it's C. What do you guys think? Wow, I'm amazing. I'm going to pass the real estate exam. RESPA stands for the, I think that's, I think we made a typo here. Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act. I don't think REA is a word. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. Man, you guys really learned how dumb I am when I'm doing live, because I don't have time to make edits and change this stuff when I make a mistake. If a party to a real estate contract fails to perform the agreed upon actions by the specified time, the injured party has all of the following options except. So what can he not do? Can he sue? He can. Can he rescind the contract? He can. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, so which one of the, oh, you know what? Breach the contract. I think it should be breach of contract. Which one of these looks right to you? Breach the contract. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I said it wrong. Breach the contract is what the other party has done, so you can't do it too. Guys, I promise I'm going to get it together. A home is 10 years old. It has 50 years of life in it. $100,000 reproduction cost. Man, do you guys remember when a house only cost $100,000? Oh, I bought my first house for $35,000. That's how old I am. The appraiser assigns a physical deterioration of $26,000. All right, so man, let's walk through this. So a home is 10 years old. It's got a 50-year life. $100,000. So you got $100,000, and we're saying that there's been 20. So if we're at $2,000 per year of what it should be, if we're saying it's a 50-year life, right? So 2,000 times 10 years, it should only be $20,000. So if the appraiser says that there's deterioration of $26,000, that tells me that the property has been poorly maintained. All right, now I'm going to be super embarrassed if this is wrong, but I'm just trying to work through this in my head. Yeah, home has been poorly maintained. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see what the next slide says. Maybe it gives a better explanation than myself. Yeah, negative impact. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'll answer the comments. Just drop a comment. Lori owned her home with her husband who has died. Poor Lori, she's now a widow. Lori wants to leave her home. So the husband, okay, so she owned the home with her husband. The husband died. She wants to leave it to her kids. Lori is exercising her, which one of these looks correct? So I don't think it's a trust. I don't think it's community property rights. That doesn't make any sense. It could be a right to be, that's everybody's got that right. But life estate, Yeah, maybe if you guys know, the way this is worded, I'm kind of missing it. Okay, A, right to bequeath her property. My big head's in the way again. I'll let you guys read this. An express contract is oral or written, closed faster. That kind of sounds like it would close faster. Oral or only writing. An express contract. I'm trying to remember this. Common sense would say it closed faster than a standard contract, but I don't know that I do a lot, again, guys, I'm kind of deep in the real estate world. I buy and sell a lot of properties, and I do a lot of contracts. And I don't know that I've ever done an express contract. So I don't know what this one is. B, it makes sense. It's A. Okay, either written or oral. All contracts are written or oral, by the way. So if this just said a contract is written or oral, it would be the same. If there's an oral agreement, you have a contract. A lot of people think you have to write it down and whatnot. No, someone can sue you. If you say you're going to do something and you don't, you get sued. This last sentence says, Chris, you're an idiot. An agency agreement is in writing between a broker and a principal would not be valid if which of the following was missed. Method of determination, expiration date, purchase of the agreement, sell price. All right, guys, any thoughts? If you said C, you are correct. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. This is not an easy one. So if you got this one right, you're on the right track. Agency agreement is a contract that, and a purpose of a contract must be stated that, and it must be legal purposed for the contract to be valid. Method of termination, expiration date, and the sale price are not necessarily in order for the agency agreement to be valid. Man, these questions that are like word salad, they can be hard to follow because there's so many words in here that if you're not in the real estate world, you're like, what in the world is all this? So I get it. The establishment of an adult daycare center in a home in a residential area might need which kind of variance? So, man, this could be, it's a non-conforming use. So if you're doing a business in a residential, it's non-conforming. But it also could be a special use permit because it's a special use permit. I think this one actually, I'm curious what the answer is. It's definitely going to be A or C. I'm going to go with A because this is a non-conforming use is a very popular real estate term. But special use is kind of throwing me off as well. It could be that one. Oh, it is C. Embarrassing. This time, non-conforming. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to learn why Chris is an idiot. Non-conforming use is one that predates present zoning. It's not a variance. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. 100% correct. A plot. So what is a plot? Do you guys know? I know. I'm going to let you look at it for a second. A plot. D. If you said D, you are correct. If you said any of the other ones, you're not correct. And you should cry. Man, this PowerPoint is so good. Man, Jose, you did a great job on this. In terms of disclosure about material facts that affect the value or use of a property, a realtor, A, doesn't have to disclose anything more than is on the seller's disclosure form. B, has to disclose anything that he or she knows is of material nature regardless of what is the form. C, has a fiduciary duty to the seller to protect seller's best interest, so must abide by what the seller discloses. D, has no responsibility. It is the seller's responsibility only. If you answered B, you're the man, you're the woman. Yep. Big head's in the way, Chris. Which of the following people is not a part of the protected class under the Fair Housing Act? A person with an IQ of 65. Sounds like people that rent from me. I'm just kidding. A person with cerebral palsy, they are protected. A heroin addict. An alcoholic. I'm trying to think. Sorry, my dog's biting my foot. So what do you guys think? A heroin addict, right? Illegal substances are illegal. Alcohol is protected because it's legal. It's kind of weird, right? So I wonder if it's kind of weird that somebody that maybe pops a bunch of pills or something, they're protected because it's a prescription, but heroin, no. Prepaid items required by the lender at closing include all of the following except mortgage insurance premiums, hazard insurance premiums, appraisal fees, property taxes. What do you guys think? Appraisal fee. I'll let you guys read this. I have like 10 questions left and I can feel myself losing my voice. Okay. Jerry sold a parcel of land to his church to build a retreat center with the stipulation that if the center wasn't built, he would regain possession of the land. He dies, and the church paves over the land for a parking lot. Interesting. This is interesting. I've seen these situations. They're wild. Jerry's heirs find that the sale gave the church the property in qualified fee conditional. So what can the kids do? So Jerry wanted something specific with the land and the church did not do it. Kiddos are PO'd. What can they do? Can they do nothing? Can they file a lawsuit to get the land back? Can they buy it back from the church? Can they exercise their right of re-entry and reversion? What do you guys think? I've seen almost this exact same scenario. It was wild. Somebody was given like a $5 million piece of land, but they had to do something special with it, and they didn't. And they lost it. Oh, you know what? It was the Boy Scouts of America. Boy Scouts of America in Alabama. It was wild. Absolutely wild. You guys should Google it. It's a crazy story. This happened like 15 years ago. Exercise their rights. And there you go. They can reclaim it. They violated the contract sale. I've seen it happen. Blank were put in place to make sure that property buyers' rights are protected. Buyer agency agreements, broker agency agreements, primary agreements, antitrust agency agreements. I didn't mean to show the answer that fast. But this kind of makes sense, right? So if we're making sure that the buyer's rights are protected, buyer agency agreements. Oftentimes the most obvious answer is the right one. So keep that in mind. I honestly think that someone with an IQ of like 120, if they took the real estate exam, they could pass just by picking up clues in real estate questions and answers, just by like deductive reasoning and whatnot. I honestly believe that. Because they give you, during the actual exam, they'll give you clues of what it is, and you can and if you know a little bit of vocabulary, you can deduct some of the other answers. All right, 45. Hey, do me a quick favor. If you guys are enjoying this video, if it's helpful, if you want me to do more, it takes a lot of energy, and I'm paying people to, Jose. I'm paying Jose to do this, to make these PowerPoint presentations. I take time out of my day to do it. So if it's helpful for you, I need to know. Drop like, comment, subscribe, do all three. Tell me, give me some feedback here, because I'm trying to help you. But if I don't, I gotta see something. I gotta know that what I'm doing is purposeful, or it's hard to justify doing it. You guys know what I mean? Which one? And you're going to need to know all of these, by the way. A residential mortgage transaction for purposes of the Homeowners Protection Act is one that is a single-family dwelling, has 1 to 4 units, has a VA guaranteed or FHA insured mortgage, has a fixed-rate mortgage. This is a pretty specific question. I know somebody's going to be so annoying in the comments and say, "Oh, these questions were not like what I saw on the real estate exam." It never fails. Guys, these questions come from the real estate exam. I told you that. You got to know this stuff. If you guys think I have an actual copy of the real estate exam and I can post it here without getting sued, come on, you're smarter than that. Speaking of which, I had my YouTube channel taken down the other day. Nightmare. Lori had signed a 2-year lease on an apartment managed by Realty Inc. The lease has a 2% rent increase first year. Lori has what kind of interest in her apartment? What do you guys think? Leasehold estate. Leased fee interest and lessor interest refer to the landlord. Once the lessee Lori has signed the lease, she receives an interest in the apartment, which is the right to occupy it. You guys really got to know the difference between lease fee estate, leasehold estate, lessor, lessee, mortgager, mortgagee. Going to be on the exam, 100%. Condemnation of property in order to transfer it to a real estate developer is known as. What do you guys think? If you said B, you are correct. Adverse possession refers to a type of easement. Escheat is the taking of a property by the state when the owner dies. What did I do? Assignment is the giving of rights, duties, and obligations to another. For example, a tenant may assign his or her lease to another. When a property is condemned, the ownership is lost by an act of the administration which continues involuntary alienation. You know, I should run this through ChatGPT and explain this like I'm 5 years old. Because I know, if you guys are not in real estate, some of this stuff's just hard to wrap your mind around. But it'll come. The neighborhood of which a property is located is an example of which of the following economic factors affecting property value. Conformity, contribution, balance, externality. Okay. What do you think? If you said D, you are correct. Conformity is whether a property is similar to other. Oh gosh, why do you do this to me? Conformity. Oh, so think about it. If we're conforming, you're like the people around you, right? It's the same in real estate. Contribution. That's like a characteristic of a property that adds or subtracts value. So, if you're contributing to your company, you're adding value to the company, right? So a lot of these are common sense terms. Balance is the equilibrium between the value of land and the building value. All right. And the last one. If a commission pays the real estate recovery fund in any amount in a claim against the licensed real estate broker or real estate salesperson, the license of the real estate broker is I think we messed this up. Nobody ever watches the last question anyway, so thankfully it was on the last one and not the first one. Let me look at the answers and see if I can make some sense out of this. Looks like real estate broker or real estate agent is automatically. All right, here we go. So this should be real estate agent. If the commission pays from the real estate recovery fund any amount of claim, the license of the broker. It's a good question. I think he would just be suspended. I don't think you would get terminated for this, but you would definitely get suspended. Hopefully, hopefully not terminated. I've never been a bad boy. Let's see. Oh my gosh! Terminated. Terminated. That's it. You guys got to be ethical. They don't play around. Well, okay, so if the commission has to pay out the recovery fund, it's bad news. Broker, so everybody's getting their license pulled. I bet this never happens because the broker would just pay out of pocket. But there you go. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger and tell you guys what's on the website that can help you pass. So if you just go to the website, there's going to be a pop-up that will give you a real estate exam cheat sheet. So I'll send you a cheat sheet that's freaking amazing. You can study it. It's like 10 pages long. It's really, really good. And there's real estate exam practice questions. I'm going to put a link below to where you can do the questions, on the website. And there's a PDF with real estate exam questions on the page below, but you got to download the PDF. Some people like to do it in person. I don't suggest that you buy the program unless you're having difficulties or insecurities about passing the real estate exam. I think the majority of people can, watch YouTube videos and like use the free material and pass. But if you can't, that's why I exist, is to kind of give you an extra boost. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe and comment, yada yada yada. Let's YouTube know that I'm helping you guys out. All right, have a good day. Bye.